Are all these active cameras right here?
They are all active cameras, so don't pick your nose.
How about
that? Is Dale Rawlings of Yellow Farmhouse Winery, who's not picking his nose, from the First Rule Film and Broadcast Studios. Good morning, Dale Rawlings.
Good morning, McGraw.
How was the summer at Yellow Farmhouse Winery?
It was a good one. You know, we had a great weather summer, and we didn't have that tremendous 100-degree heat for 10, 15, 20 days at a time, so
Right.
a lot of people around.
What does that do to the grapes in the vineyard there?
So far, so good. We're just into the harvest right now, and the grapes have matured well. We had a late spring because of the winter, so harvest seems to me to be a week or two later than would normally be.
But the grapes, it all depends on. I mean, the ultimate wine depends on the grapes, which depends on the season. So it's weather, it's water, it's heat, it's sun. So
absolutely. In fact, McGraw, we have a wine that we made. It's Vignoles that we made in the 2012 summer. Remember, that was our real scorcher,
right?
2 years ago when it was so hot, so long,
right?
And that wine, it was the 2012 Vignoles, and it was very acidic.
Right.
It tasted very acidic. Now, it went well with spicy foods, but a lot of people said, oh, this is too acidic for us. Mm-hmm. Now we just bottled the 2013, and it's really fun to kind of compare them. Same grape, same winery, same winemaker,
right.
Same process. Totally different wine, much more mellow, not as acidic.
Now, do you have to be an expert to notice that taste?
No, you'll notice it. If you did that taste test and compared them both, you can come out and you can do that. We do that.
Yeah.
You'll notice it immediately.
That's one of the fun things about Yellow Farmhouse Winery is you sit there and somebody like me who doesn't really know anything about wine, you'll give me 2 or 3 glasses and sort of explain it so we can all sort of enjoy it.
Yeah, we want people to understand it. A lot of people just have not had enough association with Missouri wines to understand the nuances, and it doesn't take much to learn it. I mean, you don't have to be a wine snob or anything of that sort. Just try sampling it, and you'll find the differences.
I loved when you gave me the different years of the Norton, right? You could really tell how it matured over the years.
We have a reserve Chamberson now that is 5 years old, and we have a 3-year-old Chamberson that we're also pouring. You ought to taste them together. The difference in that extra 2 years of aging is so visible, you just can't believe it.
Right. All right, good. So what's coming up for the fall for Yellow Farmhouse Winery?
Well, we're doing some interesting things, some different things, particularly in October. We have 2 events in October. Jackie Schaeffler, whose name will not ring a bell with you or anybody else, was a lady who lived in St. Louis and who died about 2 months ago. And she was an artist, unbeknownst to a lot of her friends. She was a recluse. And what we didn't know was she was quite a well-known artist. She's exhibited in a lot of places. And one of our employees turned out to be the cousin of Jackie and is the administrator of her estate. Mm-hmm. And when they went into her home to do an inventory, they found between 50 and 75 gorgeous paintings that she had done over about a 30-year period. And so we're going to show them and we're going to sell them out at the winery. On October 12th.
Was she a St. Louisan then?
She's a St. Louis, and she lived in South St. Louis in one of those little shotgun houses down in South St. Louis.
And tell us about the paintings. What kind of paintings are they?
Well, they're mostly still lifes, although there are some portraits of people. And she studied with a fairly famous teacher. And there's a kind of a funny story. When she went to the first class, she didn't know what to do, but he said, bring something to paint. So she didn't know what to do, but she just grabbed a handful of a flower bouquet and took them and painted them at this first class. And from there on, her pattern was set. She really liked flowers and still likes.
And she was known outside of St. Louis?
Yes. In fact, she did exhibits for many years in Lyon, France. Yeah. And nobody knew it here. I mean, now we have found through some research that several of her paintings are around in places that were in like some bank buildings in St. Louis and some places like that where dealers had placed them in facilities here around St. Louis. There's not a lot of them,
right?
But the truth is, she was a painter for herself.
So she would go to France, and her paintings were a rave in France, and she lived in South St. Louis, and no one knew who she was.
Right.
It's like Rodriguez, the musician.
Right.
Except she's no longer
even
with.
her cousin, who's the administrator, didn't know. Nobody knew.
That is unbelievable. Okay, so when is that going to happen at Yellow Farmhouse
Sunday,
Winery?
October 12th from noon to 5 p.m. We're going to exhibit in the pavilion if the weather isn't fine, but if the weather is fine and beautiful, we'll be in the outdoor wine garden.
That is a
So you
great
come up
story.
and look and see, drink a bottle of wine, and walk around and take a look at the paintings. What Ken has done, Ken Daniil, he's tried to price these things at a very accessible price. This is not a
Right.
not a giant sale to make a big pile of money, but all the proceeds are going to Lindenwood University Art Department.
That is a great story. You said it was harvest season, so you're pressing the grapes, and you show everybody how you do it,
Sure,
right?
come on out. We'll put you to work.
Yeah.
You better
yeah.
watch out. In fact, we have people get a little too close, and we say, well, you better get your hands dirty and get them in there. You know?
All right, good. Dale, if I were to go to Yellow Farmhouse Winery, where would I go?
Straight out I-64 from St. Louis and south on 94.
How long is it from 94 and 40? It's like 5 minutes,
94
right?
and 40. It's about 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah, we're just south of the Bush Wildlife Area
Yeah.
in the town of Defiance.
It's the first winery you come to.
Yes, first one on 94.
Why would you go anywhere else?
I have no idea, but some people seem to go to other places. I guess they're lost or something.
All right, so Norton's, Chambersons, Rosés. Now, do you have your dinner wines, your port wines? I don't call them port wines. I call them dinner wines.
Yeah, we're still making the dessert wines. And
Ruby Red?
The Ruby Norton, is made from the Norton grape.
Those are good.
And then we have
That's the
Chamberson
best.
Gold,
Yeah.
which is made from Chamberson grapes. And the Chamberson Gold and the Ruby Norton have a different approach.
Yellow Farmhouse Winery, Highway 94 in Defiance, next to the biker bars, yellowfarmhousewinery.com. Have a good week.
Come see us.
You got it. See ya, everybody.